Hello, tickety-tockety world. So, one of the things, actually, do it this way. This video is going to be posted on all social media, directing you to the YouTube channel. Why? Because the YouTube channel is going to have 3 readings all in one video for the new moon in Virgo, the solar eclipse, and the equinox today. So this is a short little video directing you to go to Romax Studios YouTube channel, where all 3 of those readings will be put into one video with timestamps in the comments for you to get the lowdown on what is going on right now with the energy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the very first reading we're going to do is the new moon in Virgo. We're going to pull 5 cards for the new moon in Virgo. I am using this beautiful deck by Colette Baron Reid. I can never remember the name of it, but we are going... Let me just make sure you can see that in frame. I don't do it like this normally, but we're going to pull all the cards, and then once we are done pulling all the cards, we will read through what they mean for you. And, you know, with the new moon in Virgo, it's the second new moon in Virgo, and that doesn't happen very often. And what we have between the new moon lunar eclipse and the new moon solar eclipse, what we end up with is actually a portal-like energy, okay? So, you know, with the new moon, you're clearing something. So what we got in the clearing is Queen of Fire. So Queen of Wands, we got the Queen of Fire. In what part of you have you left overexposed for too long? Your innermost passions. I mean, forgive me, I just got over dental work, but I can honestly see here that what it's saying is when every time you get an idea, every time you get something new, every time something happens in your life and you feel the need to share it with a bunch of people, Source is telling you, like, this is sometimes just for you, you know? And then the 8 of Water, which is leaving a shitty situation, is your transitional pause. You know, like if you edit this, like where are you going to find brilliance is moving away from the need of validation from others. The 8 of Earth, the 3 of Earth, which is the 3 of Pentacles, is your new seeds to be sown. There's new people to meet. There's new, you know, spiritual families. There's new crews. There's, as my best friend would say, a flavor of ice cream that you've never tasted before, that you don't even know about. You have to believe that that's out there. You know, intentional habits that will reap a great harvest is by going out into the world, but not giving every piece of you to everything, and leaving behind those that don't respect and cherish this. The light in the darkness is the messenger of Earth. You are starting to learn to value yourself. You are starting to recognize your own worth. And that is huge. Okay? When you are stepping into a place of groundedness within your own self, nobody can touch you. And you end up finding other people that are in that same grounded energy. Now, the last card for the new moon reading in Virgo is the planetary boon. How Well, keen observation and clever thinking helped me with this cycle is the Two of Earth. Really, really weighing up your options, really researching your next steps and thinking multiple steps ahead before you make a decision. No snap decisions here. But your passions, your ideas, your new beginnings are for you. And anyone that does not hold that dear does not belong in your circle. There's a new circle to be found here. Just stay true to yourself and make informed decisions. I love you guys so much. So we're going to do the new moon solar eclipse reading. We're going to pull 5 cards for that one. So this is all about the solar eclipse. So when we're dealing with a lunar eclipse, we're dealing with obviously the moon. And when we're dealing with a solar eclipse, we're dealing with the sun. So going from moon to sun, from that's what's hidden to that which needs to be shown or revived, is an important thing to take a breath and look at when you're going through these times. 4 of Earth. One more source for the collective. Two. 2 popped out. The Ace of Water and the Hierophant. Okay. Let's see if you can see all these in frame here, guys. Doing my best with this type of setup. All right, so number 1, the new moon solar eclipse, the space, right? What part of your life are you prepared to reassess and shift during this eclipse? Oops. The 4 of Water. Sorry, I just dropped a magnet. The 4 of Water. Solar eclipse energy, people. Wow. All right. So this is where Source is asking you to take a look at with this eclipse. What are you reassessing and shifting? Is that which you are discontent with? Like, she's got these 3 pearls, right? And down here, she's like, boring. Boring. I'm done with it. Next. And where you are sitting with, I feel like I should be good enough here, but I just don't feel fulfilled. That's what we're looking at. Because then you got the World, which is your lunar gift, right? What's emerging from you that is going to challenge your sense of who you are. More worldly thoughts, ending of cycles you never thought were going to end, beginnings of new things you never thought in a million years would happen. You are literally flowering from a bulb into a full-blown, full-fledged flower. Petals are out, okay? We are soaking up the sun. We're soaking up the water. The World card is literally new beginnings wrapped up in wonderfulness, okay? So this is your lunar gift. This is your growth is a gift, okay? Oh, and the growth, the 3rd card. How is this going to help you grow over the next 6 months? By helping you to see what was hidden, right? The Moon card is all about fear, false evidence appearing real. Pardon the lisp, I'm healing from surgery. But we've got the Moon card sheds light on shadows, on, it's the curtain, that the veil that's been pulled over your eyes is now coming off. And the more you really challenge that past belief system of self-worth and realize that you deserve everything in today's happiness, like everything that you ever wanted, you can get and should be yours. You start to see the things and the parts of you that you're not super happy about, or the other people even that you're not super happy about. And you have to change your perspective in order to move forward. And even if that means letting go, because the understanding is the 4 of Earth, right? It's why is now the right time for this particular emergence? Because you've gotten comfortable. I got 2 4s, okay? 4 of Water is discontentment, but the 4 of Earth, the 4 of Pentacles, is You know, you've been holding on to that same I'm just good enough for so long. And it is time now. It is time to spread your wings and to look at something so much bigger than what you ever thought imaginable. Because the care, how are you going to best support yourself when these things get uncomfortable? Because the world card's going to be uncomfortable, people. The moon card is going to be super uncomfortable. All of this change, caterpillar turning into goo, becoming a butterfly, is going to be uncomfortable, okay? And we got the Ace of Water. Brand new love for yourself, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about a higher belief system, right? Sometimes it can be an institution. It's a 5, but it's loving yourself through the change and loving every part of yourself through this change, regardless of whether it's good, bad, ugly, whatever you think, right? There is no good or bad, only thinking makes it so. William Shakespeare, like, you've got the brand new love here that is time to be applied to that which you did not know at that time that you do now. And I'm actually really excited for you guys. I think this is going to be great. But this is the solar eclipse reading. Thank you very much, and I love you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the autumn equinox reading. So we're going to pull 5 cards. After we pull the 5 cards, we'll go through them. If you watch the first 2 readings, it's kind of got a really good theme going on here about going within what? High Priestess, going within yourself. Yes. To see where you need to grow and to give yourself credit for that growth, because growth is a gift. Oh, and the Tower. Wow, we got some big shit happening here, guys. We got some big shit happening here. Oh, and the Call. Oh my God. Ooh, 4 of Water. Let's see if we can get all of these in here. Guys. Oh, what a beautiful season it's going to be. It's going to be so great. You got to accept yourself and love yourself through the uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. It's not fun. We know that, right? But it's necessary. Yes, the Ace of Fire. Bear with my lisp. I am healing from mouth surgery. The bottom of the deck, the Empress. We're going to pull that. We're going to pull that. All right, so let's start off. What have I planted that will be ready to harvest this season? High Priestess energy, guys. What have you been working on, right? And if you did watch the first reading, it's what have you been working on is been keeping quiet. It's been secretly to yourself, building up and growing and internally processing all of these things that only you can do for you, by you, you know? And the High Priestess energy is not just mystical and magical and all of that, but it's strength. It really is, especially when you see it in this kind of spread. You have been healing, you have been working on it so that you can get through this fall equinox, this fall season, this dark season, right? With flying colors, because you could feel this Tower coming. You knew it was coming, right? What can I do now to ensure my most bountiful harvest? Go with the fucking flow, my friends, okay? You got the High Priestess energy there, and it's coming in and it's changing everything about your life. The way you live, the way you make money, the way you think about life, the way that you interact with people. Ascension is not a one and done. It's not something that you just achieve. It is an everyday, forever growth scenario. And when you are going through ascension, big changes, big Tower moments are going to happen to push you out of your comfort zone, away from that 4 of Pentacles, right? If you watch the other readings. And then we have, what changes should I be preparing for? The Call. So this is number 20, okay? And 20 is Judgment. And when we're looking at the Call, we're looking at the call to something greater than ourselves. especially because we got the Four of Water here. So if you watched the last reading, and then we've got the Empress. So we've got the High Priestess and the Empress on the table with the call. Like, are you fucking listening? Can you hear it? Is this sign enough for you? That it is time to start moving into things that you never thought you could do. And you're going to have supports you never thought you would have. But you are never alone. Source is pushing you out of this comfort zone, right? What must I shed in order to preserve my energy? People, I can't make this shit up. If you have watched the other previous 2 readings, then you will understand. If you have not, go back and watch them. The Four of Water, it's what we need to shed. It's what we need to let go of. That feeling, that breadcrumbing feeling to ourselves that, well, but I have 3 full cups, so me wanting a 4th cup is wrong. There's something about that that's wrong. There's something about that that's, selfish or whatever. That type of thinking is past belief systems, guys. It's time to let that shit go. You are here divinely in your power to receive everything you ever dreamed of. How can I connect further with this season? The Ace of Fire. Okay? The Ace of Fire, people. This is the Ace of Wands. So how can you connect even further, even deeper with everything you've heard today with the season of autumn is by following your passions. And the fact that the Empress was in what you don't see coming, you got to take those passions and run with them. Take those feelings and run with them. The bow wow, chicka chicka wow wow feeling. Whatever lights your soul on fire. You have to do it with research, of course. You're not just, jumping all over the place. High Priestess is intelligent in every methodical move she makes. But the Empress brings abundance and growth, femininity and love to everything she touches. Harvest. I'm hearing the word harvest. Like, it is time. It's your time. All you gotta do is just reach up and take the balloon, my friends. I love you, and thank you so much for joining me for these readings. Thank you for your patience on me getting through these readings, especially with half my face still swollen and numb. So I'm doing my absolute best here. But Source was like, no, man, you got to do these readings. And now I completely understand why. And especially with the equinox reading ending like this. Like, the High Priestess and the Empress in one spread does not happen every day, folks. Whoever is watching this reading, be prepared for some huge changes in your life. And you got to love yourself through those changes and understand that it's all for a higher, greater good. It's for your highest, greatest good. And I love you.